Hello, it's Phillip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers. I'm talking about a very interesting dictionary. This is the Oxford Dictionary of Law Enforcement. There's a picture of it here. It's only a paperback, it's fairly small, but it's very, very useful. I've given it the title on the internet for the written reviews, A Succinct New Tool for Students of Criminal Justice Management. And I say that for a reason, because any studying, you always need to have sources, not just the internet, but actually paper sources, and this one fits the bill in my view nicely. It's a new publication, which is an adaptation of the old Dictionary of Law, which the OUP published. Now, the Oxford University Press have excelled, I think, here with this practical, succinct pocket dictionary, because it's become and will be in the future very much an essential reference resource to dip into, involving all matters criminal, and it's quite useful to jog the memory actually as well. The Paperback Series which Oxford produce remain of course the world's most trusted reference books, so this new title on law enforcement is very welcome, and it fits nicely with the current trends in criminal justice processes which we're seeing at the moment. Therefore it's relevant to all levels within the enforcement system. The reader of course encounters words that may be unfamiliar with quite regular occurrence at the moment, so this sort of thing is important because of the increasing multi-agency activities that we're getting within this area of our society. The two authors, Graham Gooch and Michael Williams, have got about 60 years of experience of the investigation and prosecution of serious crimes between them, and they meet the needs of the new law enforcement community well here, I believe. The original law directory, or rather dictionary, has now been expanded to meet the needs of those enforcing the law, so Gooch and Williams have succeeded in their main aim, which was to provide a clear definition of the terms which are new and specific to law enforcement, and also more detailed explanations where necessary with key cases and statutory provisions which are cited with a little bit of sense of help, because you don't want too much overloading, and they don't do that. It's got a wide application in my view, because there are many potential readers for it. Obviously law enforcement has become a major and significant area of applied criminology. For some years I've been teaching criminology. I've written a number of textbooks on it, and I actually lectured the subject at university for some time. And I always needed something like this, because certainly for applied criminology there were some problems because of the regular criminal justice legislation and the fact that things were moving ahead very quickly, certainly in the 1990s. Therefore, what we've got, the two authors, Gooch and Williams, have come up with a work of worth, in my view, which blends the difficulties of terms with an ease of understanding, so clients and all those associated with the criminal justice management process are going to welcome it. The scope of the book, of course, is also wide, providing a key reference source for students in further and higher education, and also people studying for vocational qualifications. And I was particularly taken with the clarity of explanation of what I term the scientific solutions, where I can be confronted when I'm actually delivering a lecture of trying to explain in very simple English what DNA is, or what, say, fingertip bruising is, so you can look there and you've got it immediately. I don't think you should underestimate the work that's been put into this book, because it's actually pretty detailed. It caters for both the professional and the novice, and it shows the way forward for a modern reference manual. I think also it's very much a book for the 21st century as we look at the issues facing us at the moment. It's got an excellent supplementary material to it, including things like abbreviations and acronyms, which you'll find within the book, but not part of the A to Z index itself. For instance, if you take a quick look through and look at, say, driving license, it gives the reader exactly what he or she may be looking for regarding factual content, when the memory can sometimes play tricks during a pressured conference you're having with a client. So you get countries, for instance, where our valid licenses apply. It's not a piece of information that I would have readily at my fingertips, but it's actually in there, and of course it's useful. It makes it look good from the point of view of the client professional link. So it's a new direction really that OUP have gone, and I hope one that many people will welcome. The unique team here of a policeman and an intelligence officer compiling such a work is to be commended as well, because the two do sort of overlap as agencies, and it's quite interesting to see the way in which the subject is being treated. And I'm hoping that the dictionary will be regularly revised so that the new legislation that we have will be taken into account, because obviously it will become popular as an e-book, an electronic book, which readers can view by visiting the relevant Oxford University Press site. You've also got links in with the Online Research Centre as well. So I'd like to thank Messrs Gooch and Williams for setting a modern precedent here with this book. And Dr. Johnson, in my view, would be very proud of you. So thank you very much. Goodbye.